Hey guys, I'm Greg. This is Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. This should be a treat. This is Samuel Adams Double Bock. This is their Imperial series. So Samuel Adams is known for doing a lot of what I call transitional beers. A lot of tasty beers, but they're sessionable. They're between 4.5% to 6% beers. Not big beers. And then of course they do the Utopias, which are off the charts, and then they have an Imperial series too, and this is just a little bit bigger than a session beer. This comes in at 9.5%, so that just lets them experiment somewhere in between the monster beer, like the Utopia, and the session beers, which they normally do, and you see in the mixed packs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to this. This comes recommended to me. So. Of course, Samuel Adams, it's Boston Beer Company out of Boston, Massachusetts. This is a Double Bock, 9.50 ABV, year-round serving. Excuse me, the Double Bock is a lager, so it is a lager beer. It's not an ale. The food pairings for this cuisine is German, and the cheeses are buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and the earthy cheeses, Camembert, and Patina, and the meat is game on this. The glassware, the Pilsner glass, Pokal, the mug, Seidel Stein. I have this up in the cabinet. I don't think I did a beer review of this glass, so this is what I'm going to use for this one, guys. The beer can be sold for extended periods, being a 9.5% beer Double Bock. So, I mean, if you see it and you want to save it, put it away. I don't know if it has an actual date on the bottle. So Samuel Adams Double Bock is brewed with a ½ pound of malt in each bottle. ½ pound of malt in this bottle. Almost enough for a loaf of bread. This rich intentional lager reveals a deep mahogany color, velvety smooth flavor. Samuel Adams Double Bock is one of our most sought after brews. So let's get the top off of this thing and quench my thirst. I've got a little tickle right here, so let's see if I can get rid of that. I have never used this glass before, so I think it'll pour a big head. Let's go down the center and see what we get. Not too big. Turn it around so you can see the label. Get it over into the light. That pours a very, very brownish red color. And it's actually, I can see the light through it, but it is not super clear. A lot going on in that beer. A lot of malt, ½ pound of malt, and I'm sure it's probably a filtered beer too, but it's still got a lot going on in there. It is not super clear. And like I said, the head is basically dissipated, just barely covered the top of the glass. Let's get it. I'm getting a lot of roasty malt, caramel, molasses, very sweet smelling. Wow, it smells very delicious. Vanilla, cherries. Wow, that smells awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Got a lot going on in there. Wow. Cheers, guys. Let's give it a taste. The vanilla, roasted malt, cherries, alcohol. I am getting the alcohol. Not burning or anything, but on the front when I first tasted, I got the alcohol. Not burning down the throat. Just enough to let you know that this is not a 5% beer. But a very pleasant taste. Wow. That's nice. That is very nice. They're known for either to being a transitional beer company, but doing all their beers. They're almost into the macro lager stage. I'm not saying that as a bad term, but they are one of the bigger craft breweries. And sometimes they put out a lot of stuff and a lot of different varieties that don't actually make a lot of craft brewers happy. I mean, they do a lot of different stuff, don't get me wrong, and a lot of people like what they do, but a lot of people drink specific types of beer, porters or ales or IPAs or something, and they try to do a session type of all those beers, and we as craft beer drinkers say, oh, they got a new beer out, but you got to remember that it's a session type beer. It's usually 5.5% beer, and we're looking for something that's going to have monster taste and just blow our head off, and a lot of times it doesn't. So this is a tasty beer. It's not blowing my hair back or anything, but it's got a large ABV, which is 9.5%, which is unusual for them unless you're doing their out-of-the-box Utopias or Infinities or something. Imperial series is pretty good. It's more for the craft beer people, the people that's not trying to get transitioned from the macros into something better, but people that's already been into the craft beers and to highlight what they're after, either as a Double Bock or whatever Imperial series would be. Very nice, very nice. Guys, I'm rambling on, flapping my gums. They're out of the fridge. We'll let it warm up just a little bit, let the other half sip it. Be right back. We'll do the final chug. Stick around. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. Got just a little bit left in the glass. The other half like this, just like I do. Final chug. The alcohol is present there on the front end to me. It's not got a burn. It's got that alcohol taste though. But it's pleasant. It's a very nice beer. I don't know what the retail price on this, but like I said, I don't pay retail on all the beers I get because I do the reviews and stuff. So some of them I do, and some of them I don't. So this particular one, I don't know what they sell us off the shelf for, but it's a very tasty beer. If you're not paying $4 or $5 for a 12-ounce bottle, it's going to be a tasty beer. So with that being said, I don't know what they're selling this beer for. So I think I got it for a couple dollars. So as long as you're getting a good deal on the beer, that makes it more enjoyable, especially if you're drinking a 9.5% beer like this one is, and you're not paying $6 or $7 for that beer. So. And these aren't, as far as I know, aren't produced in a mixed pack or a 6-pack or a 12-pack. They're sold individually. I may be wrong on that. That's how my beer store sells them. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna give it a good rating. It's a 7. It's a B+. It's a B+, and it may be in the A category, but I'm not going to give it the A. It's a B+. That's what I'm going to stick with on this one, guys. Rate Beer has this at 88 overall and 80 in the style. And Beer Adams comes up with an 88 too. So 88 and 80s. 80 seem to be in a category on this one. So I think it's just a little bit better than an 80 beer, but it's not quite an A beer. So with that being said, guys, if you have this one, the Double Bock, Sam Adams, the Imperial Series, leave some comments back on this one. Let me know what you think. You liked it, loved it, couldn't stand it, best thing you ever had. And if you see it and you like a Double Bock, this is a bigger one. It's 9.5, so give it a try. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to look at that fridge. See you then.